Last time on Lawful Stupid, Custom, it is nighttime. You see this golden leg running from you, and you change into a riding horse, and you just bolt after this thing, right?
Yeah.
You're able to catch up to it. It tries to, hurtle up on you. I think you give it a kneel, and so it falls. Why are you out here?
I was hunting. I'm a cook. I make food.
There's a mountainside with a giant door that doesn't open. A little north of that, there's a small pond. Meet me there. It's a 3-day journey. Say I'll meet you in 7 days. You can call me Stom.
Stom. Okay, cool. Stom.
So you book it back to the town.
I go straight to Cato. Of course I do.
So you guys take the cart to the captain's fort. And you guys go in there, and you can see that there's at the back there's a desk, and sitting at that desk is a elfman. You would assume it's a captain.
Captain Rosewood, sir.
You guys enter Captain Rosewood's office, and you address his name. Because you guys called out to him, right? What did you guys say?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You gave me a weird look, so I just want to double check. And he looks up at the two of you and says, "Yes, how can I help?"
Oh, we wanted to settle a dispute that we're having with the, I think, Filters of Moonlight and, was it the Black Lotus Guild? Black Lotus Potions. We were tasked with escorting a potions cart to the shop here in town, and sadly we've lost most, if not everybody, on the caravan, and we're 2 of the 3 survivors. But we did manage to bring one of the carts that did not explode on the road.
Well, that is downright a suspicious story. Do you guys have the wanted, the ad that you had?
Oh,
Check my, just around my parts. Sister, I don't seem to have that ad. Did you take it, or does
no,
Gus
I'll
have
have
that?
it. She'll turn around. Excuse me, one moment. One of us has it. If he doesn't have it, I'm going to claim it. We didn't toss it.
I've got just a real quick question, and it's just for Avon and for no reason in particular. Do you have minor illusion? Because I heard something about psychic paper and Doctor Who and minor illusion with a blank piece of paper, and I don't know what.
No. I mean, prestidigitation could get you that way. Where you can't
I genuinely don't remember who pulled the wanted slip.
I think it might have been me, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it.
I thought so too.
But I also 100% didn't fold it up and keep it just in case. I looked at it, and then as soon as I got the job, I crumpled up and I threw it in the trash.
So, your choice. Do you try to? What do you guys do? Because you don't have it.
Is possession of the cart not evidence enough?
Yeah, you're not here, motherfucker.
I'm talking to my guys. Can't talk to my guys?
Yeah, you're metagaming. I don't want it.
Okay, fair enough.
Sister, do you have the flyer?
No, I don't have the flyer, but we do have the cart.
Aha, we do have the cart.
Oh, good. Oh, fuck, I fucked his voice up. Good. One moment, he pulls a drawer open and he says, Black Lotus Potion. He starts flipping through, pulls up a flyer. Look like this. And he shows you the flyer you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly like that one.
Oh, good. And everyone died? I'm sorry, that just seems really weird and inconvenient.
One of them that caused the issue ran away towards, I believe it was Prynith. No, we're in Prynith. No, we're in New Havenhold.
Yeah,
back. Prynith is the other way.
Dear, calm down. You're too tense. You're TP in a wigwam.
Still learning the names of the towns since we're new here, but
fair enough.
What had happened was a few men decided to jury-rig the carts that had a few explosives to try and steal them and sell them back over in Prynith. However, we caught the culprits, and then we were attacked by the Aegisaurus. It's a six-legged creature with the shield-looking thing on it. Yes, exactly that.
Okay.
So the guy that was caught and still alive, because the other two carts exploded, killed the guy in charge of the caravan and ran away the other direction.
Interesting. And you say you have the cart with you?
Yes. It's right out here.
Alright, so Rosewood stands up and carries the wanted ad and starts to walk up. Let's check it out then.
Oh, yeah. Go show him to the cart outside.
Yeah. They go out there and see the cart and look at the ad and go, okay. Pretty sure there's supposed to be more.
Yeah, the other two carts exploded. This is the only one we were able to bring back with us.
Fair enough. Well, who am I to get in the way of progress? So let's see, there's two of you, so that's alright, 75 gold per person. Good.
Well, our brother also made the trip with us, but he's currently looking for some other leads in town. We can bring him back by if you need, but it seems fair enough that he also made sure we made it safely to the town.
Sure enough. Not to be a stick in the mud, but just have him stop by at some point. What is his name?
Gustum Derringer.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you an extra ration of gold. Seems weird. I'll believe you. You brought me a cart. It makes sense, but for the sake of transparency, just bring me another body. Put a face to the gold that I'm going to give out.
Yeah.
It's easy enough, Captain.
And of course, you'll leave this cart. You'll give this cart back to Victor.
Yes.
Since that's where it's supposed to go.
Yeah. We just wanted to settle.
Can we get that in writing, Captain? Would it be too much to get in writing?
What do you need in writing?
The 75 for each of us, and then sending.
That's what the ad says. The 25 gold per night. That's what the wanted ad says. It says it at the bottom of the ad. Do you want me to write you up a receipt?
Yeah, you said 75 gold per person?
Per person for the 3 days. So
great.
You each get 75 gold.
That's great. Wonderful.
Yeah. I mean, did you want less? I guess I could.
No, we're
I don't know
fine.
that anyone's ever wanted less, sir. With all respect.
You say that until you're covered in bees.
I think
I say again.
Bees.
Listen, I'm not here to king shame. Yeah, sure. This captain hands you each bag of 75 gold. So please increase that. And just have your friend Gustum come by and announce himself, and I'll pay them too.
All right, thank you very much.
Sure. Now, take the cart. That's not one of the normal animals. Take the cart. Take your animal, I suppose.
Yes.
Make sure Victor gets his potions.
Yeah.
Sound good? Okay.
So what do you want us to do with the cart, since it's not ours, but it's not Victor's?
Take it to Victor. No, it is Victor's.
Okay.
Victor will make sure there's a return trip.
Okay.
To the Black Lotus, yeah.
Okay, perfect. We don't have to worry about that one.
Great.
I do have one question, Captain.
They kind of look a little annoyed, like, sure, go on. Yes, question.
Do you guys ever experience locals, humanoids in the area?
I guess. That's a weird question, dear. I didn't get your name.
Darling.
Okay. Kind of looks at you a little weird. Yeah, there's humanoids all the time.
Native to Agos.
No, there's not like people here. That's the whole point, dear.
Oh, I see. If we happen to find any of the sort, what is the procedures for that, just in case?
If you found like an indigenous race on this unexplored continent,
yes,
we would report that to Prentice the medium. Let the powers that be at Prentice decide what we're gonna do.
All right. Well, if I or someone I know happens to see any, then we'll make sure to report.
Cool. Roll a deception check.
I haven't seen it, but someone else I know will.
But you said if we
thing.
see or hear about anything, you know that there's a race. You're lying.
Yeah. I am lying. Okay. I tried.
Not blaming you for trying.
Nuts.
Nuts.
That's a 9.
9.
9. Captain Rosewood looks at you and says, just draws a straight line across her face, or their face, and says, "Do that then." Is there anything else I can do for you?
Not currently. No.
Well, welcome to New Havenhold. Be careful.
And as that's happening, I will drop the coin purse he gave me, and then see if he's going to go for it.
No. If you're doing that while they have that exchange with Darling, then no, they don't pick it up.
Okay, I'll just pick it up and put it back and
Make a note.
tuck that away right up here in my noggin.
Kato will remember this.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. We will be on our way.
Thanks.
Yeah. Do a little wave and I get back on the cart to move the cart.
Sister, he was very rude. He is not the person we want to tell about. You know.
He's still standing right there.
No, we
I'm driving the cart away.
Are you guys gonna leave, or you're gonna talk shit about me to my face? No.
He's in the back of the car.
Sister,
Like,
Is he still behind us? I don't see them anymore, so they're gone. Yeah, so you guys are headed towards
where Gustum has made shop. And
okay,
she'll
you go to
look at
Gustum, or
Kato.
do you take the cart back?
We're going to take the car back.
Oh, I thought it was somewhere near
set
the
up
same
shop
area.
in the business center.
Yeah, I mean, you would be in. But which one are you going to first? Are you going to talk to Gustum first, or take the cart back? We're not going to roleplay the
take the
cart
cart
back.
back.
It's just important that I know.
No, the cart goes back,
Bring
Yeah,
me
you take the
Well, I
cart
take
back.
spice.
and we'll bring you back spice.
Yeah, and you bring back spice. You do that. You drop that off. Victor's very appreciative.
Wonderful. I have nothing else to say to Victor.
Great.
I've done my job.
Yeah. Agree.
I drop my... No, I'm kidding. I don't care about that.
Oh, Sonny, looks like you dropped your empty pouch here.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. He was very nice. He did pick
We
that up
can
for
tell
me.
him about the...
Gustum, did your adventure yield anything of good?
So, Gustum, you rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Here's what you learned that you didn't know.
Okay.
Is there's a group called the Pathfinders. And what you know about the Pathfinders is they are adventurers. That is their deal. That is the overall organization of Pathfinders, is they are adventurers and seekers of all of Goron. Of course, Pathfinders are now hyper-focused on egos.
Do they have like a guild?
Yeah, I fucking hate the Pathfinder. Like the term Pathfinder is a stupid game module, but it's such a decent name.
It's Devin maybe is like me, where my eyebrows raise up every time I hear Pathfinder, because if you have Pathfinder in the army, you're a fucking badass. You're a fucking badass if you're a Pathfinder.
Sling loads,
they go out into the fucking forest and like cut down trees and make landing zones and shit. They just fucking like make runways. They're badass. But so I always have that good connotation with it. So I know about the Pathfinders. Great.
That's what you learned.
I want to know more.
You knew about the Pathfinders, but you confirmed that they are here with the four.
Have I confirmed their? Do I know? Do they have like a guild hall here, like a presence here?
You would assume with the four that if they had a presence, it would be in Prentice.
For sure.
If they had an official presence, right, like a satellite office, so to speak.
Let me
or whatever. Use a flashback? Nah, you did that, dog.
No. I'm gonna do something a little different. Multi-class. No.
I'm gonna turn into a seahorse.
I turn into a riding horse, and I pull my cart for an hour.
Would it, you say?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
What's 50 times 24? 1,000 miles or something like that?
50 to 24? Yeah, I mean, it's 1,200.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is Prentice that far away or farther?
Oh, no, it's not that far away.
Excellent.
Prentice is 3 days at your average time. I don't know. I could do the math for you. It's less than 1,200 miles.
I'm going to, as a ritual, cast Animal Messenger. And I'll just select a sparrow or any small bird. I'll use that spell on, and I'll write a letter to the Pathfinders Guild in Prentice.
It's not a guild, but
okay.
Yeah, you know that you're writing to the Pathfinder office.
That is literally how I would word it, because I'm a big dumb panda man. But I'll write them a letter, something to the effect of, I am an explorer here. My name is Gustin Derringer. I'm here searching for my father, who you probably know of. And I've made a discovery that warrants your attention. Something to that effect.
Okay. What animal you're spinning? Small bird?
Small bird, yeah.
You have a preference?
As long as if it flies, it's going to make it there for sure. Because it's 50. They cover 50 miles an hour for 24 hours for a flying messenger, or 25 miles per hour for other.
That's what I was looking. So 50 miles an hour.
Yeah,
that's pretty fast.
Yeah, 50 miles per hour for 24 hours for a flying messenger, or 25 for other animals. It says.
Cool.
That's a bit. Okay.
That can happen.
Why not?
No, I was talking to the chat. Sorry, Neko said gets eaten by a hawk or something. I was like, yeah, that can't happen. It could. I don't know. I hope it'll arrive safely, but
yeah. So you send that message.
So that's that ticked. Did I make any money? I had shop open all day.
Roll cooking utensils for me, please. And so as you're doing that roll, you cast your spell, and this small bird made of potatoes. I'm just kidding. This small
potato bird.
This one actually,
almost translucent.
I had to use a real animal for this. Like I had to find an animal and cast the spell on the animal.
Oh, one of the small birds that you.
I figured I could lure them in with breadcrumbs.
Oh, you have to use a real animal? Okay.
You have to use an animal. Yeah, it's an animal messenger.
Yeah, you lure one in with some food.
That's important. because I'm going to be candid with you, Dwayne, because I hope that you'll forget. At some point in the campaign, I intend to polymorph someone into a sparrow and then animal messenger them away from me. And that's just going to be my conflict resolution technique.
Perfect. Yeah,
it's
got
like,
it.
I'm not going to. You're going to be flying 50 miles an hour for 1 hour that way, and I don't give a shit what you do before polymorph works off.
Hey, weird. Dwayne, I'm looking at these monster stat blocks, and they all say immune polymorph.
Immune to polymorph. What the fuck's that about?
That's a really very specific condition. Weird.
As I said, I'm banking
How's
on you
that
forget it,
elf
but if you
immune to
don't-
that? I don't know, it's just, everybody who drinks the water is immune. It's weird.
This is me paying my penalty for metagaming earlier. I have to give you
Okay. Thank
your
you.
own
You're so
insider
kind.
knowledge.
Your
to
own
make it
insider
even.
knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, so this bird flies away, and it heads in the direction of Prentice.
I rolled a 12 on my cooking check.
I'm going to say you make 3 gold. Not the most productive of days.
Nope. But I also was selling hot dogs.
And you were investigating quite poorly.
It was like, hot dogs, get your hot dogs here. You know anybody doing crime?
No, no. The whole point of investigation is to keep it low key.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then your sister and brother roll up.
Hey, what great information do you have?
Captain Rosewood is not friendly,
Kind of figured.
but he does owe you 75 gold. If you go see him at his establishment, he will give you that 75 gold.
Hell yeah, man! Hell yeah! That's great news.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I'm making it big out here, man. The restaurant back home doesn't do this in a week.
He's not of the friendly variety. However, he did inform us that we would have to tell Prentice about the discovery and they decide about what happens. So him is not so much.
Yeah, I totally spaced on it. You remember, like, the Pathfinders? You know those guys? They are here, obviously, in Prentice. Of course they are. It's like the spot for explorers. And they obviously do this all the time and will treat this situation with the respect and dignity that it deserves. So I sent them a letter from a bird.
Let's give you guys some interesting history that you would all know. Declan Derringer was never a Pathfinder.
We hated him. Did we hate him? I feel like we hated him.
No.
I think he's just like, he couldn't be tied down like that.
Declan Derringer
He has to be free.
never wanted to join the Pathfinders. You know that he has worked with them. That's how you guys know about them pretty well. But Declan Derringer never enlisted, never joined, never, because then that means he would have to follow their guidelines.
I also think that maybe Papa Derringer's like, if I join them, then they're going to get a share of all of my glory, and I want it all.
So here's what I'd like to also toss in there. That because he was so young when he found me, that I would have been included in those things. Like, they came to us, or we intersected a lot with them. Maybe trying to
you've
strike
worked
out
with
new
them
things.
probably.
And so whatever Papa Derringer did, it was the same for me. So however he felt, we felt the same about the Pathfinder. So I think, how did we feel about the Pathfinders?
Okay. That was weird.
I like
cheap.
that. No, he's saying that he would share
Yeah.
allegiance to his father. He wants to know how he would have felt.
So that's why Declan doesn't hate the Pathfinders.
Are we
Like I
kind of
said,
like a
what you
rival,
know-
like a good rival?
No.
Like they're good at their job,
it's-
we're good at
it's-
what we do?
Declan, what you remember from Daddy Derringer, you guys have a conversation. Yeah, rest in peace.
I was kiss the sky. Where was it?
Kiss this guy.
Is you guys had a conversation. From what you can remember the conversation, Declan did not want to join the Pathfinders because Declan did not want to follow the Pathfinder guidelines. Because when Declan works, Declan gets to complete explorations, do whatever Declan wants to do without having to be like, all right, am I following the rules to get my resources, whatever?
Red
Like,
tape.
the only rules Declan follows is their own, and not even those sometimes.
No, because what I'm saying is I'm going to take these things because I'm just taking the conversations we would have had kind of into when we meet up with these folks. Like when they say,
There's just no ill will is
Okay.
the point I'm trying to say. He it's not like he's
it
like,
just wasn't
fuck the
beneficial to us. It
Pathfinders."
didn't seem like we would have done it.
Well, it seemed like putting on handcuffs.
Yeah.
Right?
And I didn't have to because we had money and resources and we didn't
Yeah. Declan made his fortune. He didn't need the resources, didn't need the notoriety.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
that's
He
the
could
point.
just do it.
He could just do it. Most people join Pathfinders to start, to
become
just
Darren.
get into the game.
So if anything, they're jealous of us.
Probably.
So,
Probably me think of him a little bit of a maverick, maybe a rogue.
Okay.
how long would it take your bird to fly away? Where is it going?
Well, it's going to Preneth, and it flies like, I don't know, like about 50 miles per hour or something like that.
Hey, Dwayne. Avon doesn't know how to calculate that. Does that mean it will get there in a day?
You could assume it would be a day.
Yeah, if it's a 3-day ride for us, as the crow flies quite literally, I mean, he's going to get there in a day, maybe a day and a half.
I don't know if we would have time for them to receive the letter and for them to make a trip here to leave here and then go there.
Almost certainly not without magic. That is correct. But if they're not, and they might not be helping the immediate, but later on, if we make contact and we don't fuck it up, then they should be able to help us out from there. 'Cause I like them a lot better than militia. And there's like no CD like underground criminal organization that I've been able to determine. So who do you turn to?
Are there any...
If it was Toddy, it would be us.
Then we can do it. We will do it.
It's kind of looking that way.
Hold on a second. And then he has like a revelation. Declan wanted us to come find him. And as far as we know, it's only us three. And V. So he had some sort of confidence in our abilities. So why not us? Yes, we will do this. Thank you, sister. I needed that boost. Gus, get your
Have
things.
bardic inspiration.
I have all of my things.
Bring the horses round.
They are donkeys.
Bring the donkeys around. Sugar, spice. I apologize.
Why don't we collect your coals?
Oh yeah. So much money.
Otherwise, the only thing I could think of is to make a report that we've seen someone and leave it at that.
Oh, with the captain? No. No, I'm good.
We tell no one.
I might tell the Pathfinders if they're cool.
We tell no one. Well,
I might tell the Pathfinders. I told them I made a discovery. They get here and they're not cool. I tell them it's the fucking Aegisaurus.
Precisely.
Shit.
Yes. They will not know our location, but they do know perhaps that we have found someone, but we don't have to give them news if we don't feel good about it.
I left it intentionally vague to one, give us an out, and two, a little mystery. Maybe they'll get really excited about it and they'll want to come here.
Or they
Could teleport here right now.
Well, if we have left for this journey to find Vanessa and this other thing, then how will we tell them?
I mean, it's only as time sensitive as they make it, right? So, like, if they track me down in Preneth 3 weeks from now, like, that's what they do, you know? Or if they send somebody because they're really interested, and that's what they do. That's kind of on them. But, like, if the time sensitive thing is the meeting with the guy, my boy, Stom. So as long as we, like, are there for that, then, like, because I don't think we're getting any help for that. You guys think we're going to get any help for that? I don't think
Negative.
Most likely not.
Yeah. So, like, that's probably on us. And we can do it, like you said. Kato said we can do it. Dad believes in us. I'm into it. But
All right.
later,
Sounds
maybe.
good.
Maybe later the Pathfinders can be cool.
What do you guys do?
We have like days to kill, really, between.
With
Unless we want to get you want to get on the road early.
I think we go early, stake out the area, and maybe do a little scavenging as we go.
Okay.
Check this door out that we go by. The door seemed to be important. Yes?
Yeah, we all remember what happened, you know.
Well,
they don't.
And you relayed to your
Or both
brother
of us,
and
yeah.
sister the weirdness that Stom had around the door.
I'm not sure if it's like the same as like from our calamity that we had. It like touched all of our lives very deeply. Or if it's like a different kind of big magic door, but I just kind of figured. But it's not great that they're here, huh?
I would like to see this
Oh, no,
door,
not at
and
all.
can probably tell a little bit more about it once we are there,
Yeah, you've seen them up close, huh?
unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, we can resupply and
I'm actually pretty stocked up, so I don't need
Really?
anything. Yeah. I'm gonna grab my gold from the captain, and then like I don't know, we can do some exploring just to see. I don't know what they have on off here. Maybe they got some cool stuff, but like as far as like provisions and supplies go, like I'm good. Been hunting in my wee hours.
So you go,
Alright.
you go and pick up your gold. Unless you want to roleplay that, we'll just
No,
say that
I don't.
happens. Perfect, great. And then, are you guys wanting to try and do any shopping here, or anything like that?
Do they have? I tell you what. I will roll by the filter shop. What is it?
The filter of moonlight.
Filter of moonlight. Just to price out some healing potions, maybe.
They're 50 gold. Oh, I'm wrong. They are 70 gold.
Yeah,
More expensive.
I kind of figured they would be.
Yeah. Sorry, I was like, oh, this is what they normally cost. Rattled that off, like right off.
I don't know if you have any. I guess probably what you're looking at in terms of shopping, kind of like what we want, and then
No,
knowing it's
I don't.
maybe limited here.
No. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't actually want to do that. If you want to go shopping, I'll tell you the shops that are here. And then we can determine
Yeah, let's do that. 'cause
if
I
you
think-
are
I think I'm-
interested.
Yeah, if you just
because
wanna run
it's a
through the shop
smaller
real quick.
city. It's not like a grab bag, right? Prentice
Okay.
is like got everything.
Right.
Here, there's a blacksmith by the name of Ivory Lotus. And then Filter of Moonlight, which is the potion and poison shop. And then there's a Bounties office / shop that has like general store supplies, and also is the Bounty office.
When you say bounty, do you? I guess I don't know, but I don't necessarily want to go explore it. But do you mean
You would know.
like people bounty or monster bounty?
No, it's bounty in general, and based on what you saw at Prentice, you would know it could be a task to hunt monsters, a task to like secure
Oh,
an
it's
area,
like a Craigslist.
like literally bounties.
Got it. I got it.
Yeah, not like a wanted hunting situation. It's like questing area. They just call it a bounty office. But it also is the general trade store.
Gotcha. Dry goods and whatnot.
Yep.
I don't need anything, guys. Like the only thing I'm concerned about is that if I go to sleep, I don't know if anybody has a way to pick me back up.
Oh, like a rope?
No, like healing potions.
Oh,
Like yeah.
Yeah,
I
if
know
you go
there's a
to
healer's
sleep,
kit
you-
going around.
Darling goes, I could hang you. You would get picked
No, I was
up.
thinking like picking it up like old pulley system because he's a
I
big
got you.
man. She's
I'm
a
big
small
boy.
It's-
lady.
It would be very.
It's
difficult.
weekend at Customs, clearly, right?
Yeah. That's my only concern is that this is a very dangerous place.
Ooh.
And while I have many ways to pick you guys back up, I don't know if the doc gets hurt, am I just out of luck?
Yes.
What do you have in the way of if someone, probably maybe the blacksmith or general, that'd be those two, sell traps built specifically for creatures that they've encountered here?
It would be in the general store, and I can go ahead and tell you without like role playing that out. They have traps. You can buy them, but it's not like specialized traps. Like
specifically for the Sylvie because of its electrical nature, or for the Aegisaurus because of its bigness.
This general guy is not selling specialized traps. He's
okay.
selling traps.
Okay.
Like
Right,
traps.
he's not. You would have a better chance of finding that kind of stuff in Prentice.
Okay.
And
this is why I tried to say, like, there will be trips back to Prentice, but
Right.
that will take your time, right? Now that we've established.
Yeah, it's
But
just,
if you
I know
needed
that
something
this one,
specific
this
like
campaign's
that.
You made clear the isolation.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just this campaign. I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful about what I have on hand to help us
I appreciate that.
along the way. Okay,
I am too, man. I'm going deep into like goods, man. I got a cart and dong. I've never done that stuff before in
no,
D&D.
I like it. I think that's a very different spin from the campaign. Okay, I think I'm good on as far as supplies go, but I am interested in that bounty since you brought it up. I think I'd like to just scan as I go to see what is on there.
Okay.
I do want to buy some supplies.
You can
Okay.
go first.
Yeah, you go first. What's your list? What are you looking for?
I just want a rope, a shovel, and a health potion. And I know health potions are 70.
So, yeah. Do you already have those prices list? If not, I'll pull them up.
Oh, no, I don't.
No, I got you.
You know, while she's doing that, I'll go ahead and knock off 70 for. Do you have enough health potions, or is it limited, or can we just? There's 70, as many as we can get.
Oh, there's plenty.
Okay,
You could-
I'll take one of those for 70 as well. I'll go ahead and mark it off
Yeah,
my
so
list.
okay. You buy those.
That makes me, knowing that you both have one, makes me much calmer.
So, darling, rope is going to be 1.5 GP. So, not a big deal.
Okay.
What was the other stuff you wanted?
A shovel.
A shovel. Is it hempen rope or is it the silk one? I'm
It's
pretty
hempen
sure
rope.
it's hempen.
Yeah.
Okay.
A shovel is going to be 3 GP.
Okay.
What was the other thing?
Oh, health potion.
Oh, that's 70.
Yeah.
So your total 73.5 GP.
74.5.
74.5, excuse me. You right.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know how to math sometimes. 24 times 50, got it. Simple addition, pass. All right, cool. So you're able to do that, do your shopping, and ready to march out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, within the bounty. Do you have anything? If there's.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry, Devin. You asked to go to the bounties. So you go through the bounties. There's like generic like Monster Hunter bounties. I can give you one or two of those if you want one. There's like a securing an area to the east. Like clearly they're trying to like do some land surveying. So maybe surveying is the word, not securing.
Okay.
Land surveying. And then there's one. So like I imagine all these bounties have like little tears. There's got to be a better way to do that, but like you can tell that people have taken them. There's a bounty there. That talks about a missing Pathfinder, and you can tell like all of those like I'm gonna go do this tab have been marked. So people are attempting to do that one.
Having heard about the Pathfinders from Gus earlier, maybe I'm intrigued by this one a little bit. I will tear that off. Does it say where to go or who to speak to?
So again, like there's nothing to tear off. There's like people basically mark them is what we'll say to say like I'm going to like focus on
got
this.
Okay.
And so there's that all the little boxes at the bottom. So multiple people are trying this, or at least maybe somebody marked all the boxes. But you could read the flyer.
All the little bounty hunters have their own little symbols that they mark the flyers with as their like unique identifier. Like I'm gonna get it. You know that.
They do now. That's really cool.
That's really cool.
You know that Skull Sword's on the job now. It's got fire on it. So
fuck,
cool.
man. Okay, I love that idea, and so now that means I need to write it down. But
Well, what I'll do then is if there's a space and
Well, hold on,
I see this,
because this matters. Because this is good. Kato, what you notice on that Pathfinder bounty is all of the ones that are marked are the same symbol.
And do you know what that symbol is offhand? Or do you want to take a beat?
Yes, it is. It is an S with a lightning bolt behind it.
Shocker. Okay. I'm going to.
So wait, so he just marked that he was going to do the job really good. He just marked it 12 times.
Or-
Like, I'm the best.
Either
Tried
that,
and failed.
or tried and failed, or doesn't want anybody else to attempt. Now, I'm not saying what they did was ethical. I'm not saying your thing's not wrong either. But you see the same stamp across. That we'll say there's 10.
Could I just write one in there anyways? It seems like I could just write it around one, even if it's not on one of the lines.
You'd have to write something. You don't have a stamp. You're not established bounty hunter.
I think for a moment, I'm seeing this, and then I will.
I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just saying, like, you could tell that is an established stamp, whoever that is.
Yeah.
What if you grabbed like a little gear from your shoulder and had like a little bit of your mystical oil on it, and you made like a little gear ink print?
No, well, I thought about that, but I'm thinking more. I think I'm gonna take the seal that's on my forehead, and I'm gonna put that. That's my symbol. I'll just put that on there.
Can you describe that?
It's the seal, the binding.
The
seal of binding.
The symbol of binding, yes,
Yeah.
which is like a circular emblem with like a triangle almost in the middle of it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so you like there's like 10 boxes at the bottom, and you just above one of those you write your mark. So I guess you want to read that bounty.
Yeah.
From that bounty, you ascertain that Alok, the Pathfinder, was on a mission or on a journey, and they were surveying land to the north, and they have not been seen for several days. So the Pathfinders put out all Pathfinders bulletin.
No snap.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say A''LOC.
No, it's ALOK.
Army also uses
But that was
ALOCs.
a pretty good
It's like
spelling.
Yeah, next time.
cool. I will have note of it, and then I'm just going to reconvene with siblings.
Okay. The bounty master, the guy in the bounty shop, when he sees you, Mark, he says, and then he says, "Oh, that's awful brave of you."
It's why do you say that?
Oh, you're gonna go after the same one Captain Spawn's going after.
I would know the name Captain Spawn, right? Or is this
Captain Spawn and Carter Spawn? That's Captain is not a title held by Carter
right?
Spawn.
So I mean,
would
I'd
know
be maybe
about
like
it.
a child or something, but I would know the name. History check? Okay, got
Roll
it.
a history check, yeah.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, I got to a 3.
Dwayne is so stoked right now. He loves it.
What'd you get?
A 3.
You're familiar with Spawn, the name. You are not familiar with Captain Spawn specifically.
Any relation to
Whether that
the Great
Go ahead.
Spawn? The Spawn?
I didn't ask. I thought that would be rude. I'm sure Captain Spawn gets that all the time.
Indeed. And our missing Alok, was he a worthy fighter, and that is the reason for the mission being supposedly dangerous?
Alok? I wouldn't consider Alok a fighter.
Alok was a bitch.
So the
His words, not mine.
Pathfinders put out this bounty then?
Yeah, they want their guy back. Alok's been missing.
And Captain
I just
Svan
put him up.
is not a Pathfinder,
No.
so he flies solo.
No, Captain Svan has a detachment.
So it's literally part of the military here, very much like Captain Rosewood. Is he an equal?
I couldn't tell you what their relationship is. If they're in... Because we... Kind of looks at you a little frustrated. You know there's multiple, like, military presences here, right? From across all of Goron, people are trying to kind of make their name here. Like, there's Guardians, people from Uri have been here, the Silences sent people, I mean...
I understand.
Good.
Okay. Great. So Captain Svan, and he marked all of them, precluding anyone from being able to fill in the space. Any particular reason for that?
I'm guessing Captain Svan's pretty competent.
Indeed. And the reward? Maybe I missed that.
Oh, that's because I didn't tell you. The reward is an audience with the Pathfinders and a proverbial dibs on a potential find of Alok's or the Pathfinders proper. Basically, you get a dibs on one of the treasures they find. So it is a worthwhile.
That sounds sufficient.
Yeah, because it could be really good, it could be really not great, but having the dibs on a Pathfinder's find is not a small
Thank you
thing.
so much. And what is your name or title? What should I call you?
You can call me the Bounty Master.
Bounty Master. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for this information.
You're welcome. That'll be 20 gold.
I was confused because
it's
your
a joke.
conversation, though pleasant, was not worth 20 gold. But yes, I understand.
Kate, hurtful.
Here's 2 because I feel bad.
Great. He takes it. He takes it from you. 100%.
Okay.
Remove 2 gold
Yeah,
from your
okay.
sheet.
Yeah, do it.
Do you drop a bag in front of him?
Yeah, I do.
Do you really?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Okay. He picks it up and hands it to you.
Oh. So here's another gold. Thank you for your kindness. I have not found much of that here in this town.
Yeah. Take 3 gold from your sheet.
I did.
Total, then.
Great. I'm done, and I will return.
How much gold do you have
to
on your character sheet, Devin?
52 gold and 4 of the
4 Electrum.
4 Electrum.
4 Electrum.
No, I have
we
4
don't use
silver. I don't have
Electrum.
Electrum. I just
Yeah.
wanted to say Electrum.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're done. You're back to Carp.
You son of a bitch.
What?
That took you a while. You have fun?
I learned a lot of new and interesting things. There are bounties you can take here, which I did. So we must now find a character named Alok before Captain Svan does. It is a game that we must win. We get an audience with the Pathfinders if we do this, and perhaps it is our opportunity to explain to them that there are these other people that live here that we don't want to impede.
Is there a scenario in which we get the Pathfinder audience and get claims on the next Pathfinder find and then immediately introduce them to our boys, the indigenous people, and then we got dibs?
I think this is the intent of our DM.
Not my intent. Not saying you couldn't do that.
What?
Was not my plan.
Sorry, our GM,
What does-
the Guildmaster. Or, shoot, the freaking Bounty Master. BM.
BM. A
The
bowel
BM.
movement.
Yeah,
Ah,
for short.
doesn't sound too pleasant. What does Alok look like?
Not important.
The Bounty Master said he was not a good fighter. He probably is not very good looking either.
He looks like a
Probably small
smear
and
on the
ugly.
pavement.
He probably looks malnourished.
A tiny frame. Lots of
Tasty
scars.
He's probably
Sure.
shivering and cold somewhere in a dark cave.
I imagine
What a
covered in
bitch.
tears.
Ah, so a nerd.
Indeed,
nerd!
sister.
I see a nerd. Yes, quiet. Yes. I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
And so you guys set off, and Sugar and Spice pull the Panda Express from New Haven Hold proper, and you pass the Northern Watchtower, and the kind of guard gives you a tip of the hat just to see you later, and a good luck. And your cart heads through this clearing and heads towards the tree line of the unknown expanse of Northern Agos. And that's where we'll end the episode.
Masterfully done. Great. Love it.
Delicious.
Hey, while I'm making short notes, can you roll for humanity, please?
I'd love to. It's a new month. It is September. This month we have a patron requested charity. It's going to be one that we have donated to in the past. First Book, really great organization promoting literacy in the youth. Making sure folks got them books because it's a beautiful gateway. I started, reading The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and Aragon was a big one when I was a kid. I love that one, and that got me into D&D and dragons, and it's a beautiful gateway. I love reading, and it's important for everybody. So we're going to be rolling for this very worthwhile cause. We hope that you will join us. That is a natural 20.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So we'll be rolling again. That is a 14.
Wow.
So a 20 and a 14 for total
$34.
$34 for First Book. Really strong start. But it's not a lot of money. To be frank, folks, it's $34. It helps a lot more if you join us and you roll some dice. We get some big monies and lots of books.
Many.
Well, hell yeah. What a strong start. Hey, and I want to give you guys a quote. Quote of wisdom, a quote of intelligence, and really to grow the listeners' brains and hearts. And it is, I have stood on a mountain of no's for one yes. By Barbara Elaine Smith. You guys know Babs. You know Babs.
I know, Babs. It's not a bad sentiment. And I don't want anyone out here to think that it's a bad sentiment. But I know that some creepy dudes who like to catcall ladies and be rude to them, who will wrap themselves in quotes like this, like a warm blanket, and be like, oh, it's just a mountain of no's for my one yes. It's like, no, you suck, you're harassing people, stop it.
I think because it's coming from the point of view of a woman, to be turned down from either jobs or whatever it is else in life, to finally make your point in your stand and get that yes, yes, you're in for this job, or yes, you've made it to this college, or yes, whatever that one thing is after a lifetime of many no's. It's wonderful. It's good.
Absolutely true. So yeah, I did not want to take away from positive connotation. That was a good point, everyone. Masterfully said.
Well, because it's a lady, the quote's from. That's why I took
people
it that way.
misattribute quotes, and people don't look at them in context. I don't know who Barbara Lane Smith is.
Never heard of her.
And based on what her deal is, that could be a really horrifying quote. If she was a serial killer, that's terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
I should get a bunch of serial killer quotes and make them sound wise.
Yes.
That's a pretty good one. I do have a counter quote for you. Am I allowed to counter quote you?
Fuck yeah. Why not?
A maybe
We love you,
is...
No, go ahead.
A maybe is just a baby that needs to be loved until it grows into a beautiful yes.
Now that sounds creepy.
That is creepy.
Yeah, that one sounds weird. It's because you're a man.
That's creepy.
It'd be fine
Yeah.
if a
It was
woman
Bonnie
said it.
Osmond from the Osmond family.
That's worse.
So creepy.
Anytime you say
wholesome.
that's... No, sounds bad. Incel for sure.
That's
He
a
talks so much.
As Twitch would say, sounds bad, man.
That's Zebra called him an incel. There's no way Donnell Osmond's an incel. If he's celibate, it's voluntary.
Hey, but like as we always say,
I've heard better podcasts.
we love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.